Hello student, Hemant sir is here. So today we are going to understand the male reproductive organ of human being. Okay, so today's topic is the human male reproductive organ. So as you can see in a diagram that the human male reproductive organ system consists of a pair of testes. Various ducts and glands they combine together to form the male reproductive organ of human being. Testes are present in the scrotum outside the abdominal cavity because for the formation and get maturity of the sperm cell they contain as less temperature as compared to the normal human body temperature. That means the sperm had to be developed at the lower temperature than the body temperature. That's why the testis is situated outside the body in a scrotum. It is just beneath the abdominal cavity. Testes contain large number of seminiferous tubules. They form the semen. The germinal epithelium present in the tubules divide by the mitosis to produce the sperm. Sperm is nothing but the male germ cell. Those sperm cells send forward through the various tubules. These tubules are helped in the conduction or we can say the transportation of the semen where it is to be ejaculated. The sequence of those tubules is as a rate test, was difference, epididymis and was difference and ejaculatory duct, etc. So and last but not the least is urinogenital duct. So these are the duct from the point of origin. Origin means where the sperm cells are produced and they are sent on the vaginal cavity, so that by using the different ducts, so that the sperm cell can get fused with the egg cell to form zygote, where the fertilization process takes place. As the sperm are pushed forward from one duct to the next, they become mature and able to get fertilized to the ovum. Okay, so the main function of the sperm cell is to fertilize the ovum in order to form the zygote. Then zygote will develop into the embryo and then embryo will develop into the new baby. Okay, so this is the way how sperm cell is formed and which is passes through the various ducts towards the egg cell in order to get fertilized. Seminal vessel secretes their secretion in ejaculatory duct, whereas the prostate gland and corpus gland secrete their secretion in urinogenital duct. See, the seminiferous vessel they secrete their secretion in ejaculatory duct, and the prostate gland and corpus gland secrete their secretion in urinogenital duct. So these are the different duct where the different material which is semen is produced and which is secreted in different ducts. Semen is formed of the sperm and secretion of all these glands. Semen is then ejaculated out through the penis. All the organs of the male reproductive are paired except the urinogenital duct. Urinogenital duct is only one. Okay. So penis and the scrotum, these are not paired, they are only one present in the male reproductive organ. Here the surprisingly fact that we had to understand the length of the each epididymis is about 6 meter in length. Length of the sperm is about 60 micrometer. Such a small sperm has to cross the distance of about approximately 6.5 meter with different ducts while passing out of the male reproductive system. Okay, next the sperm needs a large amount of energy. For this purpose and the fructose is present in the semen, which provides instant energy for the transportation and ejaculation of the semen. Okay. So this is the way how the male reproductive organ works. Okay. So students, this is the very important part, because here we had to understand precisely how the male reproductive organ works, how the sperms are produced, and how they travel from the point of origin where to by using the different duct to the various point of views to point of view, that means where the sperm cell is going to fuse with the egg cell to form zygote. Okay, so this is the total journey of the sperm cell. Okay, so students, now we are going to understand the female or human female reproductive organ. Okay, so now we will study about human female reproductive organ. Okay, so the human female reproductive organ is as important as the male reproductive organ, because the female reproductive organ releases the egg cell, which is responsible for the formation of the zygote when it gets fused with the sperm cell. Okay, so as you can see in a diagram, the human female reproductive organ consists of the pair of ovaries, a pair of oviduct, single uterus and vaginal cavity. Beside, a pair of albourethral glands is also present. Generally, every month, an ovum, that is nothing but the egg cell, is released in abdominal cavity in elementary from each ovary. Generally, every month the ovum is released in abdominal cavity alternately every month. Okay, so if one ovary secretes or forms the egg cell in first month, then another ovary will produce egg cell in next month. Okay, so this is the way how ovaries they releases egg cell alternately in every month. The free end of the oviduct is like a funnel and opening is present at the center of it. Oocyte enters the oviduct through that opening, and cilia like hair-like projection are present on the inner surface of oviduct. These cilia push the oocyte toward the uterus, where in oviduct where the sperm cell reaches to get fertilized the egg cell. That's why from the ovary towards the uterus, that means in oviduct, egg cell push towards the uterus with the help of cilia. Now we will understand about the gamete formation. So both gamete, sperm and ovum, are formed by the meiosis, as we understood before. Sperms are produced in a test of the male and beginning of the maturation, which is in pubescent state till the death. However, in case of the woman, at the time of the birth, there are 2 to 4 millions of immature oocytes, that is the egg cell, are formed in ovary of the female fetus. An oocyte matures and it releases from every month from the beginning of the maturity up to the age of menopause. Menopause is the period where the menstrual cycle stops completely. Okay, then it is about approximately 45 years of the age of the woman, the menopause is generally begins. Menopause is the stoppage of the functioning of the female reproductive system, because at that time the female sex organs were become inactive or they start releasing in a small amount. That's why the female reproductive organ just stops working. That period is called as menopause. At the age of about 45 to 50 years, secretion of the hormones controlling the functions of the female reproductive system either stops or become irregular. This is nothing but the cause of menopause. Now we will understand the fertilization. The formation of zygote by the union of sperm and ovum is called as fertilization. The fertilization is internal in human being. The semen is ejaculated in vaginal cavity during the process of copulation, where the sperm cells are released in the vaginal cavity and they traverse towards the egg cell through the vaginal cavity to the uterus and then uterus to oviduct. One of those few millions sperms which are released in the vaginal cavity, only one is fertilized to the ovum present in the oviduct. From the age of the puberty up to the menopause, the pubertal stage starts from the 10 to 17 years and the age of menopause is about 45 to 50 years. An ovum is released every month from the alternately by the two ovaries. That is, out of 2 to 4 millions ova, approximately only 400 oocytes are released up to the age of menopause. Remaining oocytes undergoes degeneration because these degenerated oocytes are not being functioning in the female reproductive system. The oocyte released from the ovaries during the last few months nearing the age of about 40 to 50 year old, that is towards the menopause period, their ability of division has been diminished till now. Due to this, they cannot be completely undergoes meiotic division properly. If such oocytes are fertilized, the newborn baby will produce from them, maybe with some abnormalities like Down syndrome, etc. Down syndrome or Turner syndrome, etc. Okay, so this is the way how the female reproductive organ works. So students, as we have understood about the male and female reproductive organ, this part is very important because in human reproduction, these two parts are plays important role for the secretion of egg cell in case of female and a sperm cell in case of male. Okay, so these sperm cells, they get produced and they traverse in the vaginal, through the vaginal cavity, travels the sperm towards the oviduct in order to get fertilized the ovum, and the ova, that is the female egg cell which is released from the ovary and which is traveled towards the oviduct, okay, towards the uterus through the oviduct, where it gets fertilized by the sperm cell. Okay, so students, this is the way how the male reproductive organ and female reproductive organ works. Okay, so students, आज के लिए इतना ही, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में.